Welcome back, students. Good morning. So, in the previous video, we had discussed about a laboratory thermometer and differences between clinical thermometer and laboratory thermometer. By now, I was expecting you to ask a question, sir, why mercury is used uh, as an element to measure the temperature or take the readings of temperature in the thermometers. But then none of you asked, so I'm forced to answer it by myself. So mercury has a high thermal coefficient of expansion. That means it can expand very easily. At the same time, mercury has a very high boiling point, so it can be used to measure high temperatures as well. So these are the two reasons because of which we were using mercury in the thermometers, like clinical and laboratory thermometers, all these days. But since we have the scientists have found that mercury is a toxic element, we have stopped using mercury. Now we have shifted to digital thermometers with the advancement of technology. So in this video, I will discuss about the heat transfer. I have told you that heat is a form of energy. So when heat is a form of energy, energy will not stagnate, it will transfer. Correct. So energy transfer takes place. Similarly, the heat also gets transferred, and there are three different modes of heat transfer. One is conduction, convention, and radiation. What is conduction? So for example, I will take a iron rod or a copper rod, any metallic rod. I will place it. What I have done here is I have taken two bricks, and in between two bricks I have placed that one small piece of metallic rod, and the other end I am heating it with a candle flame. What happens? The one free end of the metal, which is on the other side of the bricks, which is not held by the bricks, it gets heated up. So when it becomes hotter and hotter, the heat get transferred from the end where it is heated to the other end, which is held by the two bricks. Correct? It will get transferred from one end to other end. From which end to which end it is getting transferred? It is getting transferred from hotter end to colder end. So if the heat gets transferred from hotter end to colder end, then that mode of heat transfer is called as conduction. Okay, so when we speak about conduction, the substances which conduct heat or which transfer heat from hotter end to colder end are called conductors. They allow heat to pass through them. And if the substances do not allow heat to pass through them, they are called poor conductors, and the poor conductors are named as insulators. So good conductors are called conductors and poor conductors are insulators. Example for good conductor is metal, any metal for that matter. An iron nail, a silver spoon, all those are good conductors. And then poor conductors or insulators are rubber, wood, plastic. They are all poor conductors of electricity. They are used as insulators. For example, like cooker. We all have pressure cooker in our house. The cooker gets heated up when the flame of the stove is lighted. But then the food in the cooker is also boiled and it has been cooked. But then there is a handle. The handle does not get heated up. It will not get heated up. Why? Because the handles are made of insulators, right? They do not conduct heat. That is the main idea there, right? So this is all about conduction. The next mode of heat transfer is convection. Convection is when there is a medium for the transfer of heat. Heat gets transferred, but then from hotter end to colder end, but there is a medium in between. Okay, so here I am taking an example of heating a heating a round bottom flask which is containing water in it. So I've taken water in a round bottom flask and I start heating with a flame. So the water at the bottom, which is close to the flame, it gets heated up and the hot water rises up. As the hot water rises up, the cold water which is there on the upper surface, it comes down through the sides. Around bottom idella, from that sides it comes down near the closer to the flame. Again, when that gets heated up, if it becomes more hotter than the water on the top, it goes up from the center, and again from the sides the colder water will come down near the flame. So that is how convection happens. So in convection, the heat is transferred through a medium. There is a medium for transfer of heat. Look at the second example, which is on the right side. What I have done here is I have taken a small candle and I have lit the candle. And if I hold my hand above the candle like this, will this hand become more hotter? Or if I will hold a hand side by to the flame, this hand will become more hotter. Which will feel more heat? Obviously the hand, the palm which is at the top of the flame will feel more heat, because there is air in the surrounding, correct? So the air above the flame, it is getting heated up and it will rise up, correct? Air is a medium. So air gets heated up and it rises up, but the air and the side, the when the air which is got heated up, it rises up. The cooler air which is at the top, it comes from the sides, correct? So sideways it is colder than this, the top palm. So this top palm feels the more heat there. Hope you have understood, correct? So this is all about convection. When we speak about convection, we should know what is land and sea breeze. So in the coastal areas, especially in the beaches, near the beaches, if there are houses, the houses will have a window towards, facing towards the sea. Why? Because during the day, the land gets heated up more quickly than sea. Land gets heated up more quickly than sea. So what happens, the from the land, warm air will come towards the sea. Warm air will blow towards the sea, and cool breeze will blow towards the land. Why? Because this warm air is going towards the sea, and in reaction to this, the cool air that is there near the sea, it will come towards the land. So this is called as sea breeze. So sea breeze happens during the morning. So when the sea breeze comes, if the windows are facing towards the sea, then the cool air, wind will enter the house also. That is why the houses in the coastal area, they have windows facing towards the sea. During the night, what happens? It is exactly the reverse of what has happened in the day. So during the night, what happens? The land becomes cooler quickly than water, than sea, correct? So what happens now? Sea is more warm than land, so there will be a warm air coming from sea towards the land. As a reaction to this, the cool breeze will blow into the sea, towards the sea. So this is again a convection process, correct? So this is called as, during the night, whatever cool breeze that blows from land to sea, it is called as land breeze. So sea breeze can be seen during the mornings and land breeze can be seen during the nights. Okay, and this is one of the important applications of, or important illustration of convection. The next this is all about it. So in the next class, we will discuss about radiation, which is another mode of heat transfer. And then we will also discuss many other important concepts in the chapter. Thank you.